Hello everyone, this is PrussianPrince with our Total War Warhammer 2 Tournament Matchcast. Now this is HW Season 4 Qualifier 2 between Ascopa playing as the High Elves and myself, RTK PrussianPrince, and I am part of, I am part of RTK obviously. So I'm playing as the Bretonians here. Let's go over the compositions. This is losers bracket round 2 by the way. So let's have a look. See, I have King Luan Leoncoeur, of course, with Sword of Goron, Lion's Shield, the beloved son of Bretonnia, Ladies Champion, Blessing of the Lady. Other than that, I do have a Damsel of Life on horseback. She does have Scroll Shielding, Shield of Thorns, and Earth Blood. Now let's take a look at our, my cap composition here. I have the Defenders of the Fleur de Lis, Knights of the Lionhearted, so 2 ROR units there, and also 2 Grail Knights on the far left here. Now, my Missile contingent is composed of what seems to be just 5 Peasant Bowmen. I believe 3 are regular Peasant Bowmen, and 2 of them are actually the Pox Arrow variant. Then up front we have 3 Peasant Mob. Make that 4 Peasant Mob actually. All the way in the center, a unit of Foot Squires. Wait, really? 5 Peasant Mob, not 4. And then we have another Foot Squire unit here. So basically elites with like the cheapest infantry mixed in, that is. Now, for the High Elves, let's see here. Well, as you can see here, I have a lot more units than the High Elf player, but let's see what Ascopa has. So, currently don't see, where's the Lord? There it is. There she is, rather. Alariel, the Radiant, with, wow, that's a lot of abilities. So, Star of Avalorn, Stave of Avalorn, Arcane Conduit, Arcane Unforging, Tempest, Earth, Blood, Fast Protection, Shieldstone of Isha, Boon of Isha, Shield of Safari, Life Bloom. That's a very expensive Alariel right there. Other than that, for single entity units, we do have a Frostheart Phoenix. There it is. Let's see what else in terms of expensive units. Cavalry wise, well, we do have the Dragon Princes here, and also the ROR Dragon Princes, that is the Fireborn. In front of them, we do see this unit of Swordmasters of Hoeth, very, very expensive unit. We have an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower here, and the main line is composed of 4 of these Spearmen. 2 are actually rank 2, 1 is rank 1, and of course, 1 missile unit. These are the Storm Riders. It's an ROR Lothern Seaguard unit. Of course, we'll see what is going to happen now as we hit play. Again, I have a huge advantage in terms of numbers, but that's a lot because I have Peasant Mob, right? So it's one big part of the reason. Now let's see what I'm going to do here, because I'm thinking, okay, with the compositions as they are, I'm thinking that I have a very good shot at winning this. And I believe this matchup is Bretonnia favored as well, so we'll see. I'm gonna hit fast forward because, it might actually take a while, so we shall see. And now there's a Tempest being popped on King Luan Leoncoeur. That's actually gonna cause some damage, but he's gonna heal out of that, that's fine. Looks like I'm not actually sending King Luan into combat. And right now it seems like the Eagle Claw is doing damage, but it's targeting the Peasant Mob, so that's not really the biggest deal. I did actually stop with my Peasant Bowman to shoot. Not sure about that. I should have just moved up to hit the Eagle Claw. Now the Eagle Claw, looks like they switched their focus onto the Foot Squires, which is definitely better than shooting at the Peasant Mob, but they're not really getting much value right now, especially because of, see, there's this little, well, not little, but there's a hill up here, so it makes it more difficult for artillery. They're actually starting to hit my units now because I've advanced enough, but again, the damage isn't that significant. Peasant Mob also here being hit by the ROR Lothern Seaguard. That's not the best target. They should be shooting at Foot Squires or something else, maybe Peasant Bowman, depending. Now there is an engagement here. This Frostheart Phoenix doing great. Actually routed off that Peasant Mob. Has to run away before the Regal Knights get into it. So that's a good move by my opponent Ascopa. Now I'm going to start engaging, and I have 5 Peasant Bowman units. So all I'm going to do now I'm gonna make sure that I take out the enemy's missile just by focusing on them. And you can see that I do have quite the advantage in terms of units. And there's an engagement here. Grail Knights up against Dragon Princes. We know who's gonna win that. However, with the support, that's gonna be a little bit more difficult. I am, however, popping what I need to pop here, which is the Star of Avalorn. That's gonna help. And this is not very good for the High Elves. They also have Under the Sword of Quran in some engagements. I'm getting some really good charges here with my Defenders of the Fleur de Lis. Going to cause quite the damage on the charge. My Peasant Bowmen are doing great here. Foot Squires should be winning against Spearmen, and I'm sending another Foot Squires unit here. Kind of weirdly, because, I mean, this is a little bit strange. I shouldn't have used the Peasant Mob like that. I have infantry support here against Cav. Even though it's Peasant Mob, they're quite nice to, like, tank the damage. King Luan here is winning. He's going to end up doing well against the Froststar Phoenix, so the Froststar Phoenix is pulled out. Using this unit of Grail Knights to chase off the Dragon Princes. Meanwhile, here these Grail Knights are beating the Fireborn. Probably, yeah, my Defenders of the Fleur de Lis here have routed, and they weren't used efficiently because they did end up losing to Spearmen. Going to, I believe that's me popping. No, that wasn't me actually popping on Earthblood. That was my opponent. So that is very good for him because he really needs the healing right now. But the Froststar Phoenix is now surrounded here, and this is not very good for the Froststar Phoenix. It just does. It's gonna have a very hard time here. It is under frost protection, so that is gonna help the Froststar Phoenix. But this is not the kind of engagement the Froststar Phoenix wants. You know, against King Luanlankur, Peasant Mob, and even Knights of the Realm here, hitting it from behind. It's essentially stuck. It doesn't have anything to do. Now it looks like Alariel is trying to take out the Damsel of Life, I believe, here. That's not gonna work out. The Swordmasters of Hoeth here are still alive, and they got actually quite a lot of kills, but a lot of them seem to be on Peasant Mob. I did get my Grail Knights to rear charge the Spearman unit, and looks like they're gonna rout the Spearman. And now I'll have Foot Squires supporting against this unit of Fireborn. These Fireborn are very low on HP, so they're just going to disintegrate. There are actually a lot of models, but lost a lot of HP. Now here, the Swordmasters of Hoeth are gonna hit pretty hard here, and they do have 90 armor, but still focused fire is gonna do very well against them, as also they do not have shields, so that helps a lot. Here Alariel is pretty low. Even the Damsel started to chase off Alariel at this point. And there we go, that is the game. A victory for the Bretonnians for me. So good game to my opponent, Escopa. Let's take a look at the statistics. As you can see here, Grail Knight's doing exceptionally well because, you know, it may look like it's only 25 kills, but a lot of these were, I believe, Dragon Princes, so that's very efficient. Swordmasters of Hoeth, 144 kills, but honestly, that was a lot on the Peasant Mob, so that wasn't very good. All these units were actually pretty vetted, the 4 Spearmen, I believe, so one of them did, I believe, maybe this one got vet 1 just by killing cavalry, I'm not sure. One of them did, though, I think. Because, you know, I actually kept the Knights of the Fleur de Lis in melee combat when I shouldn't have. As you can see here, these guys got 30 kills and wasn't really worth it for me. But anyway, that's enough for now. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on social media. See you all next time.